What is up, YouTube? My name's the Crusader Kid, and today we're going to be talking about the Broly movie. Now, the Broly movie has been out for quite some time, kind of like, late for, discussions and everything, but I kind of want to give my 2 cents on it anyway. I really enjoyed the movie. The problem was, I wanted to go watch it in theaters. I really did. There's also like promotional cards for it for the card game. I wanted to go get those too, which would have probably made a cool deck on. Oh yeah, and honestly, if you guys want me to make a Dragon Ball Super card game, like you just watch me play or something one time, just tell me. I might Twitch that. And yeah, I'm gonna have Twitch in the future. I'm gonna put that down in the description. But back to the Broly movie. I had to watch it with my friend's Fire Stick that he jailbroke, and it wasn't very good because like it would play for, I don't know, 10-20 seconds and then it would like buffer for a minute. So it took me a while to actually like watch the movie. It was like 4.5 hours to actually watch the movie. I don't know how long the official time is, but yeah, I got to dissect it a little bit, I guess you could say, breaking down a little bit more. I think I should probably go back and watch like the fight scene just fluidly, but it was pretty cool, nice artwork. But I want to tell you guys what I was hoping was going to happen before I watched the movie, my thoughts of what I was thinking while it was happening, then what I think about afterwards, and a little bit of like theorizing. I'm probably going to make separate videos in the near future, not like this. This is going to be a kind of a longer video. I'm trying to make this one special, trying to make like anime videos kind of special, take a little bit longer than just, COD videos I upload every few days. But probably going to break it off into just Broly and power scaling, like different videos like that maybe in the future, or versus battles. But here's my thoughts going into the actual movie. Like, what was I hoping for? I was hoping for, like, when I first heard Broly was going to be in a movie, I wanted him to just absolutely dominate. I wanted Goku to go Mastered Ultra Instinct. I wanted Vegeta to go like his Blue Evolved, and then just duking it out, and then maybe pull something out near the end to win. I thought fusion was definitely a possibility. I thought Vegeta or Gogeta, and then it would be like Mastered Ultra Instinct or Blue Evolved, or maybe like a combination of the two. Have like the ultimate fighter, like Goku, Vegeta fuse, and then have their 2 final transformations kind of fused, or just something along those lines. I wanted Broly to be almost angel level, if not angel level. I wanted him to set the next bar, because we passed, the Gods of Destructions, the Tournament of Power. So I was hoping the next step would be, Broly, and then maybe actually have like Broly be like the halfway mark to the angel. That's what I was hoping for. And then I watched the trailers and stuff. I read a little bit of things on it. I tried to avoid spoilers. I don't know how I avoided so long. But when I saw like trailers and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this is what I want to happen. I saw Frieza getting the Dragon Balls, and I was like, okay, maybe this is what happened. Maybe Broly, Broly is actually from Planet Vegeta, but Planet Vegeta got destroyed before, he could fully develop and get his power. So maybe Frieza brings back Planet Vegeta, and then he, finds the genetic freak among Saiyans. Because Goku and Vegeta, Vegeta was a high-class warrior, Goku was low-class, but even, it's kind of like every kind of species ever. There's always that genetic freak that's stronger and faster than everybody, even without, proper training or anything, and that was going to be the Broly that they find. He just scouts his power level for a really strong kid. They're like, wait a minute, who is this kid? And then maybe he trains him or whatever. I didn't know exactly, but that's what I kind of thought was gonna happen. I kind of was hoping the same thing though. He would just be this dominating force. Now, I read up on some of the hype of the video, and I'm not exactly sure why they put some of the stuff they put down. They put down Goku and Vegeta were just now reaching the power of the gods or something like that, and that doesn't make any sense. Unless you're trying to argue that Goku Blue after the Tournament of Power is I don't know, not even just now reaching God Destruction tier. Maybe just chilling with Blue. But if Goku went Kaioken times 10, I mean, I don't know how you can say that he's not there. I mean, maybe without Kaioken, he's just reaching it. But, you know, he still has mastered Ultra Instinct. Like, he can still go there. Not like on purpose, not trying. And Vegeta, I'm pretty sure can still go blue if he was pushed to his edge. But, yeah, it kind of just doesn't make any sense to me. And also, to do that means Broly's, like, not even God Destruction level, which really isn't impressive. I mean, Goku and Vegeta after the Tournament of Power get their huge Zenkai boost. They should be God level figures. Now, I'm not saying, you know, he would be able to beat Beerus, because, you know, not all the God Destructions are equal. I think Beerus is definitely the strongest among them. So to say that he might beat just beat Beerus in blue, I wouldn't say that, but he should be in that level of tier, if you know what I mean. So anyway, now let's kind of talk about. Oh yeah. Another thing I wanted to talk about was Broly. I saw that he had Legendary Super Saiyan, which I wanted them to call it that. I kind of did. I wish they would have just straight up said it was a Berserker, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about that later on. My thoughts watching the video. I loved Broly's backstory. I thought I really enjoyed it. Now there's some things I didn't really necessarily like sending him off to a distant planet. Like, I don't think that was King Vegeta. I'm pretty sure King Vegeta was cruel, and the idea of him trying to kill him as a baby was more his style. I mean, I don't really know much about King Vegeta. If he's anything like Vegeta, like Junior, like the one we all know and love, I don't think whenever Vegeta first got to Earth that he would be like that. He would probably kill it or try to manipulate it at least. I just don't see King Vegeta be like, yeah, we're sending him off to a distant planet. You know, just it's not really mercy, but it's kind of showing mercy, which I really don't think that's him. With the wave of him blowing up 3 planets, I mean, I don't think he cares. But I honestly didn't hate it. I did enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie, but I think if I was me personally, I would have changed a few things. And then, you know, Goku's was just like, you know, talking about how he's gonna get stronger, which kind of what I predicted. You know, after he beat Jiren, he's looking for the next big challenge, and that's why I thought Broly was gonna be it. But yeah, then we end up showing a little bit of Broly's backstory more than usual. I like this Broly more actually. Now, not the whole idea of him being, you know, neutral. Like, I love a good evil Broly, but the fact that Broly may be an ally soon, and that means we get to see more Broly. I really enjoyed that watching the movie, knowing that we could go in a direction that puts Broly part of the Z Fighters, and maybe, you know, something like a hero, like Dragon Ball Heroes event happened. We could see more Broly, and I was just really excited to see that. You know, this Broly isn't really much of a bad guy now. It's not the original Broly I fell in love with, but it's still good. And then, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how the shock collar works on Broly. I mean, he must have been some fascinating engineer to build that with his wrecked ship. He just built a small collar that could control such an animal like that. But it was definitely the Broly I love, because he was still just animal instinct, just using his raw force to battle instead of technique. And then when we finally got to Earth, you know, they were getting ready to fight. I was a little bit disappointed because I thought that they were gonna bring Planet Vegeta back with the Dragon Balls, but they didn't. But the whole thing of making Frieza like 5 centimeters taller, was it? I wonder if that was actually true. I kind of wish would have figured out that was true or not. I think it was, but just a comedy relief. But they used the Dragon Balls later, so it was fine. It was kind of what I hoped would happen. Like, actually, I don't know. I kind of do wish. I'm kind of glad, because I think that was what I really wanted to see. You know, Vegeta just go out there, you know, and fight him. And, you know, he's just in his base. You know, they're just chilling base, and then Vegeta's like, okay, he's kind of strong. I'll just go Super Saiyan now. And they keep fighting and realize, okay, this guy's getting kind of tougher. And then goes God form, and then thinks he's about to get the upper hand. And then Broly comes back even stronger. And that's where he gets his Azura boost. Yeah, it's Azura boost, which is basically his grade 8 form, times 10 multiplier. You can tell with the eyes that he has, his yellow eyes, which I'm really glad they gave Broly, because I thought that really put more emphasis on why he's stronger. And also, maybe Goku and Vegeta may be able to tap into that later, but it doesn't say that in the actual movie. it was on Instagram. I saw like a promotion thing that he talked about. That's why he has some of his immense power and rage fits, and also why he gets his like mouth beams that he shoots. But then when Vegeta punched him in God form, that's when I was like, this is going to be the Broly that I want. He's going to look at these gods and blues and be like, you are nothing. He's not even Super Saiyan yet. Like, if he was like, that's what I wanted. I wanted him to be like, not even like Super Saiyan yet, not or Legendary Super Saiyan, and just taking on Blue, Vegeta, and Goku. And then Goku, you know, goes blue, and he's fighting. They're fighting. And then they're like, this is it, Broly's about to lose. I'm like, this wasn't what I wanted. I really wanted Broly to be stronger, but it was still good fights. I still liked it. And then when Frieza kills Paragus and he goes Super Saiyan, I was like, okay, maybe I can still get what I want. This is kind of what I want. Him to get more powerful, and Goku goes, he's even getting stronger. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want. I want him to just go out there and just fight these gods. And then he was fighting them, and then they just decided to boom, leave. Now here's some parts I don't understand. I think it was more of just plot reasons or whatever, but Goku and Vegeta failed to fuse twice, and they had to wait 30 minutes. So when Goku and Vegeta left, Frieza was fighting Broly for an hour and still survived, like didn't die. I don't understand. I feel like he should just be the ever-living crap out of which he was, but Frieza should have died. I don't understand. Now, if they would have done something like wasted 5 minutes doing it like 20 different times and then just unfusing somehow magically, that would have been better, in my opinion. But it's whatever. I wasn't too disappointed. I kind of liked the fact that Frieza was just getting the crap beat out of him by Broly for an hour. And then they came back, and it was Gogeta, and he was fighting Broly, and it was like, looked like it was kind of looked even, but when I look back on it, yeah, Gogeta was kind of getting the upper hand, which I was okay with. Because here's the fact about Gogeta. People talk about how, like, weak he was in the movie, which he should have been. Now, I know that there is some people, not some people, but some statements you could translate it to, like, it's both their powers added together, which I don't think that really is what it is at all. I always consider it as you multiply their powers. But if you think about it, now if you take like 10 times 10, you multiply it, it's 100 times. So let's just say if you can lift 200, your friend can lift 200, and you multiply that together, that's 400,000, I think. Hold on, don't judge me on that. Is it 40,000? No. But anyway, but just think about that. Imagine that if you just have somebody who can lift 20 trillion tons times someone else who could lift 20 trillion tons. That's a huge increase. All those zeros that you have to put in there, and that's why Gogeta should be so much more powerful than people think. I mean, it's not just like it's not like, oh, this is just like Goku's power but times 100. It's like Goku's power times Vegeta's, which is not even the same. Like, even if you took Goku's power and multiplied it by twice, it still wouldn't be the same. If you multiplied it by 100, it still wouldn't be the same. And that's what people don't understand. Like, the multipliers for two people that powerful should just blow anything we've seen so far off the roof. Like, it should make Master Ultra Instinct. It should make Jiren irrelevant. It should be I don't know how powerful the angels are, but if you take two beings that are almost God destruction level and multiply them together, that's insane numbers we're talking about here. He should easily be able to just slap around anybody. That's just base. Now you gotta remember that's just base. Super Saiyan, if you use the old 50 times multiplier, even though I watched some videos that says that probably isn't true, but we'll just lowball. Times that by 50 for Super Saiyan 1. Not even Blue, just Super Saiyan 1. 50 times that. I mean, I honestly don't understand how there should be anything that can compete with Goku and Vegeta fused unless another fusion. But it really doesn't matter that much. Broly, I mean, Gogeta was slapping him around pretty good, but he still had to go blue. And really, he shouldn't have been, even with as powerful wanked version as Broly as I wanted. He really shouldn't have to, but he ends up, Broly ends up going to his legendary or his full power Super Saiyan, which I'm going to talk a little bit about at the end. But he ends up going to that. Gogeta goes blue. They fight. It's an epic fight. And then Broly's about to be killed. I kind of wish he would have just been defeated necessarily and then almost killed. But they ended up wishing him away to a distant planet. I mean, not distant planet, but the planet he was raised on. And you know, Goku and him make amends at the end. And at the end of the movie, I was really happy. I really liked everything, even though I have a few complaints or things I would have done differently. It was still a great movie. And that's just my thoughts afterwards. I mean, honestly, it was great for the Dragon Ball community. It really represented us. It really, you know, sparked some more of that joy. I mean, I remember when Super came back, I was like, dude, we always talk about these AF series that was going to happen, stuff like that with Super Saiyan 5. And then they came back with Super and just changed everybody's mind, blew everybody's minds. It was amazing. I'm really glad. I mean, it was the #1 movie in America, I think, at one point. Don't quote me on that, but it was really big. It was a very I forgot what the numbers are. I don't want to just say stuff that just isn't true. But it made a lot of money, and it was very good. It was also very good for the Dragon Ball franchise, like Toei Animation and stuff. They made a lot of money. I mean, let's be honest here. If you make money, you're probably just gonna keep doing it. So the series may keep going and may continue, or they're gonna make games and more merchandise and stuff. And I think it was very good for the community and for the products that might come out in the future for it. Now I kind of want to talk about a few things. I already kind of went over Gogeta and just how stupidly powerful it should be. I mean, most people don't really think about how stupid of a multiplier that is. Like, if you multiply things that are just millions, it's a lot. But if you take the people who have the power and they're just almost unmeasurable. It wouldn't even be actual numbers. It would be 2 to the times 10 to the power of 40. Stuff it would be in scientific notation. It really I don't think we have words to describe just how exactly powerful we are. I mean, I know you can do things their star level and stuff like that, which I guess has range on it. But as far as it goes, I mean, yeah, that's all I really got for Gogeta. I mean, I just really wish that he would have been more powerful. I mean, he never showed his full power in the thing. You can definitely tell he was kind of just joking around. But I feel like Goku and Vegeta fused at this point in the series, there should just be absolutely nothing. Fuse Zamasu, he was immortal. That's why he didn't die. I mean, I can respect that, but honestly, nothing at this point should just even measure up to a fusion like that, especially if they went blue. And I was also really disappointed because according to the promotion behind it, they were just now reaching the power of the gods. That means Broly's barely god destruction level, and I really don't like that. I mean, I was hoping that he would be stronger than Jiren, he'd be the next push for the series, but that's not what we got. And I mean, I can't complain too much about that, but I really wish there would have been a little bit more power behind him, a little bit more punch. But the last thing I kind of want to talk about or theorize is that when Broly goes to his quote-unquote legendary Super Saiyan state, it's not called that. It's called Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, which is it has its own transformation. It's called it's Full Power Broly Super Saiyan. It's his own separate thing, but let's just call it what it is. It's Berserker Saiyan, kind of like Kale. I mean, that's what it is. I don't know what else you can say. I mean, I've theorized, maybe you can say, he just unlocked Super Saiyan, then maybe he went to grade 3, and that's why he got bulker. That's why they call it full power. But that man was not that slow with all that muscle mass. I don't think it was grade 3. Even if you do, I mean, it's 3 times Super Saiyan 1 originally, which is 50, so that's 150, which doesn't make any sense because Super Saiyan 2 is 100 times base. So it's definitely, I don't think it is, unless you want to say that grade 4 Super Saiyan, the full, the final Super Saiyan state of 1 is less than the third but it's still faster. I don't know what you want to argue about that, but he was definitely Berserker, but they kind of beat around the bush with that. I don't know why they didn't just say oh wow, he's just Kale for the Tournament of Power, he has Berserker mode, or anything like that. I mean, I understand maybe he had a little bit different aura or they would have just said this is what a true Super Saiyan looks like, or just something like that. But they just kind of just pushed it under the rug and just watched him get big. It was like, oh, this happens normally or whatever. I don't understand it, but I didn't really get what I want. I didn't see Mastered Ultra Instinct or Blue Evolve. Like, he didn't push them to that limits, and I feel like he definitely should have. And you know, the fusion I don't think was as powerful as I thought it was gonna be. But I want to know what you guys have thought down in the comments below. I know at the very beginning kind of talked about my Twitch. I'm going to put that in the description. And hopefully I'm going to be twitching soon. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And I'll see you all next time.